What's going on, guys? I'm back again with another Insecure recap. Before I get into it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, remember to like, comment, and share. This episode was okay. Insecure is a show for me that we always get scenes that just be wasting time. I mean, we only got 30 minutes of the episode. Let's just get into it, But it was okay, So without further ado, without me rambling on about how the episode was, I'm gonna jump right into it. So the show kicks off. We finally get a mirror wrap from Issa. I know a lot of you guys has been, wondering when are we gonna get one of her infamous mirror wraps, and she finally gave us one. Excuse me, at the beginning of this episode. And she was flowing, she got a little flow to it, y'all know. Then it gets interrupted. She hears a knock at the door. It is no other than Daniel. Daniel has come to drop off the rest of her things, and he comes in, he was like, this is it, this is the last box or whatever. And they just kind of, it seemed like they was gonna have a moment that just kind of like where both of them was sad, kind of vulnerable. Obviously Issa is excited about having her new place, but yet it kind of seemed like she was still sad about, leaving Daniel, with what they potentially could have had going on or whatever. And so she was like, Daniel, I appreciate everything that that you did. And he stopped her. He was like, you ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, I'm sitting watching the show like, we finna have a moment. Like, well, he's gonna be like, Issa, I know I messed up, but I really want to give us a real shot. Like, I just kept thinking we was gonna get a moment, but we didn't. So after he stopped her and told her that, she don't have to do all of that, they give each other a hug, and he leaves. As he is leaving, he runs into no one else than the infamous Molly. And Molly was like, oh, you out? And Dane was like, yeah, I just dropped off, the rest of the things. And Molly was just like, bye, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, moving on. Molly goes inside. She checks out Issa's new apartment. She's giving, a few tips on, oh, girl, I can see you having this here, that there, just doing what women do, envisioning things in an empty space. Y'all know how y'all do. Then, Issa and Molly has a conversation, and Issa just like, I'm just happy I got a fresh start, and I don't want to, like mess it all up. And so Molly was like, yeah, girl, ain't that the truth? Don't be like me. And we obviously know what she's talking about. She's talking about her new job, the law firm that she's at. She feels like she feels like she does not fit, that her input and her ideals or whatever, are just being put on the back burner, and she's not being able to, express all those ideas. Feel like Molly is really struggling with this new law firm. And so, that's pretty much it. And then, they going through old stuff. And Molly was like, you got to throw this away, throw that away. And she was like, oh, no, Lawrence gave me those, whatever it was. And, Molly just like, look, you talking about a fresh start. You got to get rid of all this crap, sis. Like, it got to go. And so it was so funny because Molly was like, these earrings. And she was like, why you ain't throwing these away? She was like, they come from Forever 21. And Molly was like, so? And Issa like, they come from Forever 21. That mean they last forever. I just thought that was kind of funny. I mean, like, that really true? I thought that store was like a cheap-end store. Like, just the stuff be cheap and it don't last. I don't know. I don't shop there. But anyway, then she gets a knock on the door. It's from one of the tenants named Trina. She crazy, and I can see right now she gonna be an aggravating problem. She is cuckoo, talking about she hears squirrels in the walls. That she need to come over and fix that. And I'm just like, I just don't have time for cuckoo in 30 minutes. I just don't. So moving on, Issa going through the mail that she's gonna trash and all of the stuff that Molly said to trash, and she found her old high school rap journal. She just started reminiscing, saying all the old raps in her head. She vibing. At this point, how it is. She remembering all the rhymes that she wrote and why she wrote them and why they meant so much to her in her rap journal. I was like, okay, I'm with it. So then moving on, we get a scene at the new law firm, the all-black law firm that Molly works at. They seem to be having a meeting about a case that's going on. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't really care nothing about Molly's job. So anytime they having a meeting of some sort, I just be like, can we just hurry up and skip through this and get to the juicy part of the episode? I don't know. But anyways, as Molly, it's obvious that she want to say something. It's obvious. And the head lawyer, I don't even know their names. I'm gonna learn their names, I promise, guys. But at this point, they just characters that's empty to me. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, I don't even care about them. I don't care if they work at an all-black law firm. I just don't care. And I'm not trying to write it in. If I was one of the writers, like, let's just take this out. But anyway, so it's obviously Molly want to say something. So the head of the table, he was like, Molly, is there anything that you want to add, I want to say? And Molly was like, no. Then she proceeded to say something. Then she just get cut off by the guy, Torian, I believe is his name. And she just got egg all over her face. Like, man, this is mad disrespectful. This is mad rude. I am the best lawyer in this room. I know I am. I know what I'm worth. I know what I bring to the table. And you are not even trying to hear me out without cutting me off and, basically throwing my ideas to the wolves. Like, she is obviously bothered by this thing. And I could care less. Moving on. So then we get a scene at Issa's job. We got y'all. Frida comes and give her the news that, she's going to be allowed to go back in the field. And I'm just like, okay, cool. She's been wanting to be back in the field. She tired of just pushing paperwork, doing, whatever. Just killing time at the desk. Anybody that got a desk job know you just trying to knock them 8 hours out as smoothly as possible. You ain't doing nothing. You just on the computer just like she was, looking up how music improves test scores. She loves music. So, obviously that would intrigue her to, want to read that article or whatever the case may be. So anyways, after that, she leaves, goes, picks up lunch from the little taco stand, and no other than Nathan from the Lift Party pops up. And I'm going to just be honest with y'all. No Daniel this episode, it wouldn't be right if Issa ain't got no man that's either she gonna be dealing with or have dealt with in the episode. Like, I don't know how I feel about Nathan. I'm gonna get into that later, but he pops up. He, I guess, somewhat shocks her, and she dropped her taco, and she swapping down these tacos at bomb.com. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat tacos, but that's just me. But anyway, so she's you made me drop my taco or whatever the case may be, and they go get back in line, and I know good and well they seen that woman standing there in line. I know they ain't just think she was just standing in the back looking at the menu. They gonna skip this woman, and the woman was like, I was here first. And so he said, no, but okay, looking at him, and she was like, she was joking, but she was like, so you ain't gonna defend me? And I'm just like, you skipping her. That old woman should have cursed both of y'all behind his eye. So anyways, Amal texts Issa to let her know that he's outside, or whoever outside waiting, or whatever the text said. I don't know. It was a quick little pop-up. I didn't really catch it too much. Then Nathan gets to order his food, also the taco that he's gonna replace for Issa. And the man told him it's gonna be an hour before your food ready. Now look here, ain't no anywhere I'm gonna wait for a whole hour at a taco stand for some doggone tacos. Man, I can go to Taco Bell drive-through and get what I'm trying to get within 2 minutes, man. Taco Bell is like this right here, man. I don't even eat tacos, but I go there for these strawberry slushes. I'm not strawberry, Starburst slushes. They delicious. Anyway, so she talks him into it like, man, it's gonna be worth it, I promise. And I'm just like, dude, You really about to? I wouldn't pay it. I wouldn't. If you tell me I got to wait an hour, you know what? I'm going somewhere else. You ain't getting my money. And so he was like, so what we gonna do the whole hour while we wait? Go get lunch somewhere else? Like, bruh, you know, look here, man. He definitely crashing. So, anyways, you know, he obviously trying to hang out with her, and so you know, he, you know, talking about LA, man. LA ain't what I thought it was, or whatever. So then, moving on, she gives him a little mini tour of LA, all the spots that she thinks is hot, that she loves, that means a lot to her. And he was just like, man, I love how you ride for your city. Right? Okay, cool. I'm still watching the episode, like, oh, so the whole episode gonna be about Issa and him walking all through LA, and she giving him a tour. Like, man, get to the good stuff, man. Like, I mean, look, we got 30 minutes. I'm gonna scratch this every time I watch the show. We got 30 minutes. Don't give me all this BS to lead up to a 30-second important clip. But anyways, so you know, she points out a little barber shop, and she was like, you should, you know what I'm saying, go over there and start cutting, you know what I'm saying. They you know, it's a great barber shop, XYZ. They get all the bootleg movies before everybody. And she was like, I seen some movie before my mama and them can even be like, girl, what that movie is about? Come on. Anyway, so we find out, for those who didn't know, that Nathan, he's a barber, right? He cut hair for a living. All right, cool. Most light-skinned men always want to cut hair. Moving on. So anyway, you know, they still walking. You know, they walking through LA with they jackets on. And so they come across a picture of, I guess, some guy running for something, or he got some kind of advertisement on a bench, and he got a Bluetooth in his ear, and they just roasting him like, who wears a Bluetooth on a picture? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, it's so corny. So, you know, they just start roasting him or whatever. Then Issa gets a text from Freedom about meeting up, about ideas that she should do when she get to go back into the field and all of that good stuff, right? So moving on, we get a scene. Molly is meeting with her therapist, and she is just venting, going all the way in about how this new job is not valuing her. You know, they don't know her worth, and she could contribute so much to the team. And I'm just like, girl, you just started. Shut your mother effing mouth and do what you told. Anyways, man, I'm sorry, Molly. I'm sorry. But anyway, so the therapist was like, look, I hear you, girl. I hear you. But I think you should try focusing on areas where you can help instead of worrying about where you rank among everybody in the office. And I was just like, if that ain't the truth, it's so many times we get new jobs and we go in with this big head thinking that we the SHIT, and baby, we ain't even a turd. We ain't. We knew. So why we going in? Now, don't get me wrong. If she was Johnny Cochran going into a new firm, girl, by all means, everything run through you. But you're not. You're not. I mean, you know, but so many times, you know, we go into new situations and expecting to be the big dog, the big shot, which is obviously what she's going through. She just mad because she ain't ranked number one in order of big time importance. She just mad. Listen, you just got there, boo. Just do what you got to do. You know, build your reputation. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll start coming up. Just let them know that you can work first instead of worrying about all of that. Then anyways, as she's talking to her therapist, I forget how, but she ends up saying Dro name. And so the therapist asks who Dro. I'm sure we'll get into that next week or another week, but that was pretty much the end of that scene. Then we going back to the two walking bandits, Issa and Nathan. They still walking through LA, y'all. They still walking. Now they going through the hood. And Nathan like, man, this hood nice. y'all got palm trees in the hood, man. And she's like, what you mean? I bet you won't say King Kong ain't got ish on me. Y'all know the famous line from Training Day by Denzel. So he says it, and the mother, you know what I'm saying, throws something at him, tell him to shut up, her baby trying to sleep. Like, come on. But anyways, he goes to tell her, like, man, this ain't nothing like the hood back in Texas, man. The hood is really the hood. Ain't no palm trees, ain't nothing nice about it. And I must admit, the little hood that they shot in the episode, I was low-key thinking, like, okay, if this, it ain't bad. You know, it ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so they walking still. And for some reason, man, they decided, he was just like, truth or dare. We're going to play truth or dare since we walk on the streets of LA. So obviously she said truth. And, the question he asked was, why is she single now? Right? When was her last relationship? That's what it was. And so she was like, how you know I ain't in a relationship right now? And I'm just like, I would hope you're not in a relationship right now and you walking all through LA with a man that you don't even know, that you met in a lift. Sis, you better be single. You better be single. I can tell you what, you're going to have a hard time explaining to your man how you giving a tour of LA to strangers that you gave a lift ride to. But anyway, she goes on to tell him that, so she goes on to tell him that she was in a relationship for 5 years. And, they just talking. He's like, man, that's a long time, to be in a relationship. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't 5 years. That's a long time. But anyways, he asked what happened. And like a dummy, she gonna say, I cheated. You should have seen the look on my face when she said, I'm just like, nah. Listen, ain't the smartest man in the world. I ain't. But why would you tell him that? Why would you tell this stranger that your last... But forget, why would you tell any... that's your business. Keep your... Look here. If your ex ain't putting it out there, you put it out there. Like, I don't know. Look. I just had a little issue with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, once they did... Look, women... not women, Issa, stop putting your business out there. Just be like it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? We going our separate ways now. Boom, bam, it's over. Don't tell nobody you cheated, girl. Come on. Like, who does that? Seriously, who does that? If you do that, leave me a comment in the comment section so we can have a conversation. Moving on. So, as she told him that, and I'm just saying, girl, shut up. Girl, shut up. He was just like, damn, that's honest. We all got dirt and skeletons in our closet that we got to grow from. And I'm just like, boy, shut up. Boy, shut up. It's obviously that you like her. Come on, man. I wish I was, walking through LA or wherever with a female and we both single and she tell me she cheated on her last, man, and she was in a relationship for 5 years. I'm going to be like, oh, word? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just be like, so I don't even know what to think about you. I'm saying this to myself. I want to say it out loud. So you was in a relationship for 5 years, and the man didn't cheat, but you did, and you feel like it's okay for you to tell me that you cheated, even if the man did cheat, he better not tell nobody he cheated. Like, come on, like if I had a crush on you and I was liking you, it kind of went out the window now. So you done went from being potential new bae to booty call. That's it. So anyways, he was just like, can you give me can you keep something happened. She was like, he was like, oh, this your hood? I knew it was your hood. And so, she was like, nah, I didn't, I'm up the street. So he was like, show me. So, she calls Frida, lets Frida know and make up an excuse that she's sick, she's not feeling well, she'll be in the office tomorrow just to hang out with light skin. So anyways, now we get the scene. They done walked all the way to the parents to Issa's childhood home. And Nathan was just like, "Ooh, this is a nice home. I knew he was bougie, all that, boom. And so, she was like, ain't nobody bougie. My parents worked their behind off for us to stay in this house, stay in this neighborhood. My mama always wanted to live here. And then but we had to move out once we got the pool in the back. And so Nathan was like, pool? Like, y'all got a pool? And then she was like, yeah, but my parents divorced when I was 16. And I was just like, dang, like, can't y'all work it out for the sake of the kids getting to go swimming? I was just like, I felt that. You just put this pool in the backyard, now you divorcing, the kids ain't gonna get to enjoy it, because you ain't put it there for you. Come on, parents. Let's sacrifice. So anyway, he dares her to break in and go to the pool in the back. Obviously, she did it. She didn't have to jump a fence. She knew it was like a little gate, open, whatever, to open the gate, y'all know. So we get to the backyard. I'm just like, okay, what's next, right? So then, she dares him, because she's like, man, you been truthing and daring me all day while we was walking. It's time for me. I dare you to jump in the pool naked. And I'm just saying to myself, Lord Jesus, how do we go from taco stand, bumping to each other, strangers, taking a tour through LA, strangers, to breaking into my old family house, strangers, to I dare you to jump in the pool butt booty naked? Explain. But anyways, I'm just going with it. He do it, he like, ooh, this water feel good. So he was like, I dare you to jump in. She was like, no, no, thank you. And he was just like, truth is you gonna jump in, so y'all already know. She get naked. With a stranger. He done seen all the goods. All the goods. You mean all the hidden gems. You feel me? She get naked, she jump in. They having a conversation. The conversation is basically about how he ended up in LA from Houston. And he was just basically like, man, I could have stayed, but after the hurricane or the storm that came through, I could have stayed, but I always wanted to be in LA. And he was like, I seen it. I made a decision based on what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Not what everybody else wanted for me. And not really worried about whether everybody else was confident in the decision. And so, she tells him that, she's not happy with her job, kind of, sort of, how she would like to, be able to incorporate music somehow in her job. And he was just like, do it. Like, you seem very passionate about it. Just go for it. You know what I'm saying? And just make it happen. And so I'm just like, in this scene, I'm just like, okay, so this is what this episode is about. Random people coming into your life for reasons that you can't see at first, to give you some life-changing advice or some good advice, so to say. You know what I'm saying? To kind of just lead you in a direction. So anyways, to speed up the review a little bit, the family sees him in the backyard. Husband, babe called the police. They getting at the pool with their naked behinds, and I don't know where the car came from that they got in, but somehow they ended up in the car. And I was watching the show with my lady, and my lady was just like, they've been walking the whole day. And I'm saying, I'm just like, you're right. They have been 2 footing it all day. Not feeting, but footing it all day. And now they get in the car. Where the car come from? Anyways, moving on. Molly comes in. Now we back at the law firm. Molly goes to have a conversation with the other 2 female lawyers about possibly helping them out in any way that she can with the case. And they let her know it's going to be a lot of reviewing paperwork, making sure everything's there. And Molly is like, cool, I'm down. So moving on, now we get a scene back at the taco stand. Issa and Nathan goes, picks up the taco, and he's just like, man, I bet this jump cold. You know what I'm saying? I bet it was too. But anyways, she was like, strangers now. I got a microwave at my crib. right up the street. I got a microwave at my crib right up the street. And I'm just like, you don't know this dude. He could be a serial killer. He could be, he could be in some sex trafficking or... I'm going to leave that alone. So they go to her crib, and I ain't seen him use the microwave. I seen him eating the taco, but I ain't seen him use the microwave. That's what I want to see. You didn't invite this man in your crib to use the microwave. Come on, man. But anyway, so y'all already know he eat the taco. He kind of likes it. He downplays it, whatever. She gets a text from Tiffany about, has she booked the house or the hotel for Coachella? And he was like, oh, you going? And she was like, yeah, Cardi B and whoever else name is on the ticket. She's like, I got to be there. And so then one thing led to another, and this thing, their lips done locked. And I'm just like, really? We finna have sex with a complete stranger who came to your house to use the microwave. That's a new one for me, to use the microwave. But anyways, as they kissing, a little boy knocks on the door, and he interrupts it, and he is like, look, me and my mama locked out of our house, and she said, you changed the locks. And he said, like, I ain't changed nothing. The mama said, yeah, you did. And so the little boy, like, looked inside, I guess he was like, ooh, y'all doing the eating and the eating tacos and kissing on the lips, kissing on the mouth. And I'm just like, man, you don't sit your little grown behind that. Go back to your mama and tell your mama that she coming. So anyway, Nathan and Issa, they give each other a little kiss, and he was like, we gotta do this again. And she just, and he goes to leave, and the little boy still at the door. He was like, my mama told me to wait. And I'm just like, I see right now her being the property manager is gonna be a whole bunch of foolishness. From her tenants. But anyways, we get another scene back at the law firm. The two female lawyers want to meet up with Molly, and she kind of standing them up. Obviously, she got a separate agenda. She's having a meeting with maybe Torian. I couldn't tell who the guy voice was or whatever. And so the women just looking at her sideways now, like, we knew you went down. We knew you, don't want to help us out. I'm just like, Molly, for somebody who trying to come up in the ranks, baby, you got to keep your word. If you say you're going to do something, you say you're going to help, you got to do it. Stop worrying about your own agenda and coming up within the ranks. Come on, baby girl, come on. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Now, moving on, Issa is taking out the trash to get her fresh start finally at her new apartment. And the only reason why she's taking that trash to get a fresh start because she thinks she got a new man and light-skinned Nathan. Right? Ain't too much that other than she got a new man, that's her fresh start, so she gonna take out the trash. So now we get a scene back at her job. We got y'all, and Frida comes to talk to her. Like, I hope you feel better. I got a few ideas about how you should go into the field at the school again. And so Issa was just like, you know what, I quit. She ain't say it like that, man. I'm a little bit different, but she quits. And she's obviously quitting because of the inspiration Nathan gave her with the story that he said how he just moved from, Houston to LA, even though everybody else couldn't see it. Like he knew he wanted it, so he's going after it. And so she knows that she's not happy working at We Got Y'all, because she was just looking around and seeing all the white people, and she's just tired of it. She's tired of it. She's tired of being treated as if she's, well, I mean, it is what it is. She's tired of being treated how she's being treated because she's the only black that worked there. Because I don't know if they hired the girl from last episode or not, right? So she quits, and basically, like I said, it was based on her quitting was the result of her new boo Nathan, saying how he just up and left and getting a new start, and because he wanted it. And so she wanted a fresh start. Now, excuse me. I would be against her quitting if she was not the property manager at whatever that place is. She the property manager at. Because I'm not a fan of you quitting your job and not having a job. That's just the stupidest thing on earth, happy or unhappy. You need to get another job before you quit the one you have. Because you don't know how long it's going to take you to get another job. And bills going to keep coming. You never know, something might pop up unexpected. So because you got another job, I'm cool. Alright? That's the only reason why. But anyways, guys, that's all I have. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.